I've always been kind of a Mr. Fix-It, kind of kid, fixing my bike, almost burning down the house and working with electricity and, stuff, stuff you do. So I've always enjoyed fixing things. This was a nice way to kind of combine the two, music and that. You may be wondering why I'm hitting it so hard. Because I have to be sure that I'm use oftentimes 2 fingers, or some people even do a fist on occasion. But you want to be sure that the force that you're giving it is greater than the force that a pianist is going to use, because the pianist can, again, knock it out of tune if it's not solidly tuned like that, and that's one of the techniques for making sure that that note's going to stay there. I used to teach guitar lessons for this one fellow at a little mom and pop music store, and I went back to see him one day, and he goes, Bill, you've got a good ear. You should learn how to tune pianos. You can make good money on the side doing that. And I'm like, I'd never ever thought of that. So I didn't know what to do after college, and it's one of those things where you go, well, now what do I do? Grad school? Anyway, that wasn't going to happen. That's better. Now you're probably not hearing those very subtle differences, but that's part of learning to be a piano technician. You develop the ear for those subtle differences. You learn a lot as you go on the job. I was fortunate enough to get hooked up with the local Steinway dealer at the time. This is like 35 years ago. And then they sent me to New York to learn at the factory. So that bumped my skill levels up, and then I was able to, get a spot at Ravinia and then eventually at Orchestra Hall. And then you start to get into that circle. It's complicated, and there's a lot to it, and then you get to see the result of your work, and and people are using it, and it's rewarding. What's happening as a result of technology is that the run-of-the-mill piano is going out. When I was growing up, even later than that, most homes wanted to have a piano, and all the kids had to take piano lessons, and that was just like the expected thing. So when I started out, man, there were so many pianos out there, and I got calls ringing off the wall just starting out. But those pianos are pretty much going by the wayside, replaced by keyboards. But this level, or even close to this level of piano, probably will remain pretty viable, I think, for a long time. You don't get a sound like this with a keyboard. I don't care if you have the best speakers in the world or anything else, it's not the same experience.